Are you looking for a gaming experience that transports you to a dark fantasy world, full of mystery and challenge? Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist is your next adventure. Sequel to the acclaimed Ender Lilies, this Metroidvania not only maintains the essence of its predecessor, but elevates the experience to new levels with graphical and gameplay improvements and an immersive narrative. Prepare to immerse yourself in the kingdom of Homunculi, where magic and technology intertwine in a tapestry of destruction and hope. Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist is a direct sequel to Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights, taking the concept of the first installment and expanding it in multiple directions. Developed by AdGlobe in collaboration with Livewire and published by Binary Haze Interactive. This game takes players to a post-apocalyptic world where magic and technology have catastrophically merged. The game is set in the kingdom of Homunculi. Decades after the events of Ender Lilies, society has been transformed by a cataclysmic event known as the Great Collapse, where the land began to exhale an impure smoke that corrupted both nature and the homunculi, beings artificially created to serve and protect. Humanity has been divided into various social strata, and survival depends on controlling and purifying this smoke. Players take on the role of Lilac, a young girl with the unique ability to fine-tune or purify corrupted homunculi. Unlike the first game's protagonist, who fought against fallen spirits, Lilac seeks to recover her own lost memories as she attempts to save her world from ultimate destruction. Her journey is not only physical, across the vast and dangerous territories of Homunculi, but also emotional and psychological, uncovering truths about her past and the fate of her world. The game offers a much larger and more complex map than its predecessor, with multiple paths, secrets, and areas that require new skills to access. Each area has its own character and challenges, encouraging players to explore every corner. The combat system has been refined. Players can equip skills to the homunculi they release, each with its own special attack, allowing for a variety of combinations and playstyles. Combat is fast-paced, requires precision timing of attacks and dodges, and features boss encounters that are both a mechanical and narrative challenge. As Lilac frees more homunculi, she gains new abilities not only for combat, but also for exploration, such as double jumping or the ability to pass through specific walls. Rest points, similar to the shrines in Ender Lilies, allow the player to save the game, regain health, and manage their inventory of skills and items. Here, players can choose which skills to equip based on the situation, offering a layer of strategy and customization. The story unfolds through interaction with characters, dialogue, and the memories Lilac recovers. Each homunculus has a story, a reason behind their corruption, and a contribution to the game's overall narrative. Dialogue is well written, with characters presenting their own struggles and hopes, adding depth to the world of Homunculi. A fascinating aspect of development in Ender Magnolia is how technology and magic intertwine. Players will find areas where Homuncula's technology prevails, contrasting with more natural or smoke-corrupted zones, creating a visually and thematically rich world. Ender Magnolia introduces several improvements in terms of gameplay, such as a more intuitive navigation system for the map, difficulty options that make the game accessible to more players, and an even greater focus on narrative and character development. The integration of social and political elements within the plot adds additional layers of intrigue and engagement with the game world. This development of the game not only maintains the exploration and combat essence of the classic Metroidvania, but also expands the narrative and deepens the gameplay experience, creating a title that honors its roots while daring to innovate. The gameplay of Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist is a fascinating evolution of the principles established in Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Nights, adapting and expanding on these elements to deliver a richer, more varied Metroidvania experience. Here's how this crucial aspect of the game has been developed. Homunculi is a vast and detailed world, with areas that connect to each other organically. The map layout encourages exploration, with routes that are initially blocked off and opened up with new skills acquired, following the Metroidvania tradition of retracing your steps to uncover new secrets. From technological ruins to dense forests and ruined cities, each area has its own character, unique enemies, and specific challenges that invite players to explore every corner. Secrets, such as hidden treasures or alternate paths, reward meticulous players. The game introduces a more intuitive navigation system. Areas already explored are marked on the map, making it easy to navigate and plan routes. Though there is always more to discover, even in areas that seem fully explored. Combat in Ender Magnolia is fast-paced, challenging, and requires fine coordination to execute attacks, dodges, and blocks. Each homunculus that Lilac purifies provides a special ability, which can range from area attacks, magic projectiles, to defensive or support abilities. With a wide range of homunculi to unleash, players are free to tailor their combat style to whether they prefer an aggressive, defensive, or balanced approach. Skill choice can drastically change the way you deal with both regular enemies and bosses. Boss encounters are high points of the game, designed with multiple phases, complex attack patterns, and weaknesses to exploit. Each boss fight is not only a mechanical challenge but also an extension of the narrative, with each boss having a story to tell. The core mechanic of tuning homunculi not only serves to expand Lilac's abilities, but also has an emotional impact, as each homunculus has its own story and personality, contributing to the game's narrative. Throughout the game, players find or purchase relics that offer passive improvements, such as increased health, more damage, or resistance to certain types of attacks. This system allows for deeper customization of the gameplay experience. Shrines or rest points not only serve to save progress and regain health, but also to change skills, improve attributes, and plan the next foray into the world, offering a moment of strategic reflection. Ender Magnolia offers difficulty options that allow players of all skill levels to enjoy the game. This includes settings that can make combat more or less challenging, broadening the target audience without sacrificing the depth of the game. Interaction with the environment. Beyond just fighting and exploring, the game introduces interactions with the environment that can alter the world, such as activating mechanisms, solving small puzzles, or unlocking shortcuts that make navigation easier. While still a Metroidvania, Ender Magnolia incorporates deeper RPG elements, such as an improved dialogue system, decisions that can slightly affect your progression or perception of NPCs, and a story that adapts to how you interact with the world. Ender Magnolia's gameplay not only maintains the essence of exploration, combat, and discovery of its genre, but elevates it with a depth of narrative, character customization, and a living world that invites players to fully immerse themselves in their experience. From the first moment, Ender Magnolia dazzles with its visual art. The art direction follows the lead of the previous game, with a hand-drawn style that captures the melancholic beauty of the world of Homunculi. However, this title goes a step further with a more vibrant and contrasting color palette, reflecting both the decay and the glimmers of hope in this universe. The animations are fluid and detailed, bringing life to every character and enemy. The environments, from castle ruins to forests entangled in fog, are designed with a level of detail that invites exploration. The soundtrack, once again composed by Mealy, is a masterpiece that perfectly complements the atmosphere of the game. Piano melodies and ethereal voices immerse you in the tragedy and beauty of Homunculi. Each area has its own musical theme that not only sets the mood, but also tells its story. The sound effects, although subtle, are effective in giving weight and realism to every hit, jump, and spell. Ender Magnolia offers adjustable difficulty options, allowing players of all skill levels to enjoy the game without sacrificing depth or challenge. The level design is more intuitive. The map shows you fully explored areas in blue, thus reducing the frustration of unnecessary backtracking. With more homunculi and abilities to choose from, there is greater freedom in how you wish to tackle the game's challenges. Some players might find the difficulty less demanding compared to other titles in the genre, though the difficulty adjustment options help to compensate for this. While the game offers hours of content, some might wish for an even more extensive experience given the richness of the world presented. Ender Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist, is a gem in the Metroidvania genre. It maintains the legacy of its predecessor while adding improvements that make it unique. If you're drawn to exploration, captivating visual art, a soul-stirring soundtrack, and dynamic combat, this game should be on your must-play list. Not only is it a worthwhile sequel, but it sets a new standard for what we expect from future Metroidvanias. Thanks for watching this deep dive into Ender Magnolia. Bloom in the Mist. If you're now itching to explore Homunculi, remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more gaming content. Catch you in the next video, and until then, may your adventures be legendary. Peace out. And remember, we are Gamespedia EX, your AI favorite video game source. I'll be back.